it's Ellie. I hope you're well and having a really lovely day, and welcome back to a video. I feel like I've not sat down and filmed a video like this for my channel in quite a while. I've been a bit kind of crazy busy over the past couple of months, and I've been a bit stuck for ideas as well. So if there's anything sit down, chatty, not vlog style video you want me to try and see if I can do for you, please let me know in the comments. Your suggestions are always appreciated and welcomed. I'd love to start doing more, I guess the word is main channel style videos. That's what the big YouTubers call them, even though I only have one channel. Obviously I do weekly vlogs and Disney vlogs, weekly vlogs on Mondays, Disney vlogs on Fridays, and if I can I like to try and put videos up midweek on Wednesdays normally for you guys. So if you ever have any suggestions or videos you'd like me to try and do, please put them in the comments just so I can see what you guys would like to see from me. But to ease myself back in a little bit today, I'm doing a tag video. I love finding out things about people, so I thought I would ease myself back in with a tag video today. It is one called the Disney Parks tag, which was created by one of my lovely friends Adam Hatton, who I'm sure some of you know. He's great for Disney vlogs and all that fun stuff. He did this with his friend Gary C, and I saw it and I was like, yep, I'm definitely going to do that. So there's 10 questions. I'm going to try my best to answer them as best I can, but it's going to be one of those things where I can't give you one exact answer because it's Disney. When can I ever pick just one thing, unless it's like favourite princess? The first question is, when was the first time you visited a Disney park? My first ever Disney park visit was when I was about 13 or 14 years old. I don't remember the exact time or age, but I think I was about 13, and I visited Disneyland in California for about 2 days. It's a shame this trip is so kind of hazy and blurry in my mind. It was during a really difficult point in my teenage years. We had a lot of family stuff going on, and it was always a bit of a blur really. I remember more of visiting SeaWorld, because we visited SeaWorld on that trip in San Diego, than I do of visiting Anaheim. I have vague kind of images in my head of what it looked like and what we did, but it is kind of a bit of a blur. We weren't there for very long, and I was too young to kind of fully appreciate and take everything in. So I'd absolutely love to go back to Disneyland, the original Disney park, one day and visit it and do it properly. Question number 2 is, what is your favourite Disney park? My favourite Disney park by far is the Magic Kingdom in Walt Disney World Orlando. It is just Disney to me, as silly as that is to say. Seeing that amazing stunning castle, walking down Main Street, the most special place on earth and my absolute favourite. I cannot even, there are no words to explain the feeling when you walk into Magic Kingdom and you kind of go under the archway in the train station and you see the castle for the first time. I actually have goosebumps just thinking about it. It is just the best Disney park that I've ever experienced, and my favourite ever. I love it so much. Question number 3 is, what is your happiest single moment in a Disney park? I think I have 2 that stand out for me. The first one was probably the first time I walked into Walt Disney World on my trip last year in October of 2015. There is a vlog that captures this moment perfectly, when myself and my best friend Amber, we walk into Magic Kingdom early in the morning for the first time, and you can kind of see how overwhelmed we are and how emotional it is, because we've been waiting for that trip for a very long time. A year and a half of planning and just waiting is probably the best word. We were waiting for it, and I just had such a difficult time in my life that all I'd been focusing on was this trip. So to actually walk into that park and be there and see it and think, oh my goodness, we're actually here, we've got 2 weeks ahead of us of the most incredible time, was just a feeling you can't put a price on that. It was just amazing, and I watched that clip back time and time again because it's just such a special moment for me. The second moment that stands out for me, because I can't pick just one, is when I got to go to Be Our Guest and kind of experience that new area of New Fantasyland on my trip last year as well. I knew I was going to love it. I'm a huge Beauty and the Beast fan. It's my absolute favourite film. So that whole area at the back of Fantasyland, in the New Fantasyland area it's called, where you have Gaston's Tavern, you have the Bonjour Village gift shop, you have Gaston's meet and greet, his fountain, Enchanted Tales with Belle, and then you have Be Our Guest. That whole area is my favourite part of a Disney park because of what it means to me in the film. So there was a day, or I think we did it both days, but the Saturday when we went to Be Our Guest, we went and met Gaston first, then we went in the shop and I bought some things, we went in the tavern and had a drink, we went and did Enchanted Tales with Belle, we did all of the Beauty and the Beast things we could do in the Magic Kingdom, and then we finished it up with dinner in Be Our Guest. And again, there is a clip of this as we walk into the restaurant. Amber filmed it for me because I was just too emotional to kind of do it myself, and it makes me emotional thinking about it now, because it was just like stepping into your favourite film. It felt like I was honestly in the real Beast Castle, in the ballroom. It was the best evening of my entire life. It really was. The food was delicious. I got to meet the Beast. That character interaction was perfect. They played the soundtrack and the score. It's just the most perfect place for me in the world, and I loved it so much. So those two moments are kind of my favourite ever Disney moments. Question number 4 is, what is your favourite Disney parks purchase? My Cogsworth clock and my Lumiere and my chip cup. They are one of my favourite purchases because they're ornaments, but they are kind of usable. However, I've had 2 Cogsworth clocks now and both of them have broken and I've not done anything to them. They are my favourite purchases, but it's a lot of money to spend on stuff that you have to be so careful with. Both times on Cogsworth it's the same problem. The hands on the clock have stopped working, the pendulum still swings and he still ticks, but the hands have stopped moving, and I haven't touched them. Definitely haven't touched the second one because I've been so careful, but he stopped working again, which is quite a shame when you think he's about $70 to $80 in America. Is not cheap, but they're still my favourite purchases because they are so realistic and lifelike that it's like you've stolen them from Belle's castle in the movies. Question number 5 is, what is your favourite Disney attraction? This is not one I can pick singular to. I'm so sorry, you probably hate me all for being this sort of person. There are loads of Disney attractions that I love. In Paris I love Big Thunder Mountain so much, although it's been down for quite a while, and I'm very excited for it to come back. I also love Paris's Phantom Manor and Disneyland Paris's Ratatouille. They're probably the 3 that spring to mind as some of my favourites there. In Walt Disney World I absolutely love Big Thunder Mountain and Space Mountain. Space Mountain especially because I was so scared to go on it. It took a lot of courage for me to go on it, and once I did I realised how great it was. I also love Enchanted Tales of Belle, if you count that as an attraction, because you get to see Belle and be part of her story and meet her. I also love the People Mover. That's just so cool to go and sit on that and travel all around Tomorrowland and people watch. I love that so much. I also love Soarin'. I think that's a fantastic attraction. Kilimanjaro Safaris and the Rapids, and I'm going to stop naming them now because I've named too many. I couldn't pick just one if you asked me to with this one. I really couldn't. Question number 6 is, which character do you have to meet when you go to a Disney park? I have 2 for this one. I can't go to Disney and not try and meet Mickey. I always try to see Mickey if I can. He's the boss, you know, he's in charge. You have to see the mouse if you can. I absolutely love seeing him and getting photos with him if I can on every trip. My second one is, I try and do it if I can, is to see Belle. It's much easier to in Orlando, in Walt Disney World, but in Paris it's not because princesses meet differently over there. But if I can see Belle, I always try and do that as well. Question number 7 is, if you could build a Disney attraction based on your favourite Disney movie, what would it be? I've just pulled up my answer to this because it's actually happening. Tokyo Disneyland is expanding Fantasyland to include a new area inspired by Beauty and the Beast, including a themed attraction, shop and restaurant. The yet to be named attraction will allow guests to board enchanted dishes that dance in rhythm to the film's music. Guests will journey into Beast Castle just in time to break the spell that will help Belle make Beast human again. That is literally my dream ride. That is it. I want to be in an enchanted teacup in the scene, be our guest, dancing around to the music and watching Lumiere, and just, oh, that is my dream ride. That is literally it. I have to go to Tokyo Disneyland one day when this is built. Question number 8 is, what is your favourite Disney Parks restaurant? If you don't know by now, where have you been? But my favourite by far is Be Our Guest. I just loved it. My food was great in there. I did 2 dinners and a lunch. Lunch, I'd say, is a good experience, especially because it's quick service, but 100% do dinner if you can. It's a complete different atmosphere. It's beautiful, it's stunning. The food was amazing. I had steak both times and it was delicious. You get to meet Beast. It's just the most perfect restaurant ever in my opinion. I absolutely adore it. Question number 9 is, describe a situation when a Disney cast member went above and beyond for you. In Orlando there was a couple of times where I went to pay for something and the cast member would say this one's on Mickey, which is very kind of them because they're essentially giving you a free treat. You wouldn't go into Topshop, pay for a skirt and then say, oh, this is on us. So that is a really special thing that's happened, and I just find in Walt Disney World almost all of the cast members are just out of this world in terms of guest service, and they will do anything for you. Paris is a different type of customer service, but there's still some fantastic cast members there. And even when I was on my most recent trip, when I checked into the hotel, the man kindly gave me a voucher for 4 free Disney pins. When does that happen again? It's just, Disney cast members are the best people, and I am so appreciative of everything they do, whether it's just, you know, offering to take your photo for you or just giving you a smile and being friendly. That's what they're there for. And if you ever see a good cast member or encounter a good cast member, go to the city hall in the park or the guest services and write a little compliment about them because they deserve it and they don't think they get it enough as they should do. Question 10, the last one, is plan your dream Disney vacation. Include your perfect resort, restaurant, park and show. So resort would be Walt Disney World. I don't know if they mean hotel resort. In terms of hotel, I'd probably pick the Grand Floridian, even though I've never stayed there. I'd absolutely love to. Or the the Polynesian bungalows, the on the water bungalows look insane. Restaurant would be Be Our Guest, 100%. Dinner in Be Our Guest would be amazing. Park, I'd pick Magic Kingdom. Show, I'm gonna have to pick a parade and a show and a fireworks. I'm gonna have to pick Festival of Fantasy parade. I adore Festival of Fantasy. The show would be the Beauty and the Beast show in Hollywood Studios. I love that so much. And for fireworks, I think I would say Fantasmic actually, because I just think there's so much going on there. It's an incredible thing to see. So I think I've done this tag wrong and not answered it as one specific thing, but I literally can't, so you're gonna have to take what I've given you because I can't pick just one thing when it comes to Disney. So I hope you have enjoyed the Disney Parks tag. I'll link Adam's original video below so you can go and give that a watch and subscribe to him because he's so lovely. Please do this video as well and let me know if you do. It would be amazing to hear your Disney Parks answers and to see if you can answer them better than me in terms of just giving one answer. I am rubbish. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the like button and subscribe. It would mean the world if you could, and I will see you very soon. Bye!